We have won. Thy heroic deeds are worthy of praise, my child. Many shall see another day, thanks to thy courage. I can foretell that wicked beasts shall fall again and again under the holy blades of thy soldiers. Thy quest has only begun, not only in this orb, but also in its myriad echoes. Magical flows have shifted, yet I feel another haven is in dire need of thy helpful hand, and that's where we're going. All right, receive my blessings for thy wondrous accomplishments. So, we got Lakeburg, and it says it has come to your attention that another haven is also trying their best to break their seal. Looks like Lakeburg could do with your help. Okay, we got it, and it says more perk collections. Heroes have additional perk collections in their perk tree. Wow. So now the heroes actually get other perk possibilities. That's fascinating. We can get some other hammers available. Beautiful. And we can get some Ronin set items. Deal 700 damage in a single hit on a single run to a single target. Wow. I don't know when we did that, but that's amazing. So I'll take it. Survive Night 6 in Lakeburg gives us a new upgrade to the inn structure. And this is what we're talking about. So this would give us hero capacity by 1. Fascinating. All right, so Seer gives us a Seer, which reveals additional data about the next enemy horde. Ooh, that seems actually pretty sweet. Okay. All right, so we've got all the blessings that we can. These are the ones that we need to unlock. Okay. And we'll go back. And time to start Lakeburg. Okay, so this was not available before, obviously, when I started. But now, you know, we're on the map. And we've pierced the veil here. Hey, thank you, Rock Bottom. Have a great night, my friend. And now we've got Lakeburg over here. And there's also, I don't know what this one is, maybe the next one that we can see, but you could go back to Gildenberg and try it again, maybe up the difficulty if you want, perhaps. But let's go over to Lakeburg because it's new, and there's a bunch of blessings that we can get for surviving here. Select omens before starting a run to increase the strength of your heroes in your haven. Okay, so looks like you can equip 5, and I can go normal, or I can go Apocalypse. Now, I don't know why you'd want to boost it. I'm assuming that if I went with enemies have 20% more health, that I would get some kind of bonus to the amount of rewards that I got, but it doesn't indicate that. And I'm just starting out, so I'm actually going to go base difficulty, but let's choose our omens first. Yeah, okay. Each haven has a restriction on how many omens. Oh, so Lakeburg gives you 5. Some omens will take more slots than others, but have stronger effects. You can change your selected omens between runs, so experiment with them and find the combinations that you like. Exactly. Mason, I 100% agree. That's a great idea, my friend. I mean, so Omen of Steel just gives everybody 40 armor. Armor is like a bar of hit points that goes above your hit points, and then it replenishes itself every round. So that's the reason why, for example, my melee character took no damage on that last fight, because they couldn't penetrate his armor. So this is really good if you have, I mean, it just in general, it's strong. 8% bonus to crit is fantastic. 10% damage seems really good. An extra movement point is good. And then 8 mana is also good. Do I want health? Do I want Tainted Essence, and do I want wands? Actually, I definitely want Omen of Tainted Harvest, which I don't have equipped right now. So I'm going to kick something off here that I don't really want. I'm going to take off Omen of Swiftness for the moment. Like, I haven't been in a situation where I'm like, oh, I really wish I could move more. It's more like action points, but I do want mana right now because I'm early in the game. I want to farm more Tainted Essence as much as possible to level myself up. So we're going to take the bonus Tainted Essence. I like this. So we're going to get 40 armor, 8 crit, 10% extra damage, 8 mana, and a little bit of bonus essence. Okay. Boundless mode. Oh, no, we're not going boundless. This is fine. We're going to go with that. Okay, we've got these. I'm going to go base difficulty, and I'm just going to say start. So from here, you know, we're really going to see... Okay, I was wondering, like, do I start with new heroes? And I do. I start with totally new heroes. Let's take a look at this town. So this is Lakeburg, and whoa, it's much smaller than the previous place. Not only that, yes, Mason, indeed. Best of luck to Chloe, Shantae, and Laurentia. This is a town, I don't know if it's all women, but all the warriors we have are women. Unlike the previous map, I don't think any enemies could come from this kind of like northwest direction. But here, it looks like enemies can arrive from all angles. Now, the difference is there's some water over here, so nobody, I don't think, could come over the water, so it's changing this. I hope exactly. I love your attitude, Mason. All right, so let's position our heroes accordingly, and let's just check out who we've got. So Shantae looks like she has a... Is that a boomerang that you have? What do you have here? Oh, she has a pistol. So she's got a gun, which is kind of cool. And let's see. Chloe has an axe, and Laurentia has a wand. And my god, they have bad equipment. Do we have anything in the stash? We don't. All right. Let's roll. So we're going to position everybody. If they're coming over here, then we might as well get our people as close up as we can. Wow, the enemies are going to be right up on us too. That's okay. She's got a gun, so I'll put her here, and she's got a wand so she can go in the back. And here they come. Let's go. End that phase. All right, enter the heavy metal music and enter the zombies. Now they're coming in from up here. All right. Okay, so like usual, if you're new to this game, it's a game where your weapon that you have equipped determines the skills that you have. So the wand, at least as I've seen it, is always going to give you Sword of Damocles, transfer, and magic missiles. Magic missiles is phenomenal. It does take mana, but that's okay. So I'm going to walk over here, and we can start, you know, blasting away. Oh, wow. Okay, they were way weaker than I was expecting. I forgot. I'm on the first night, so the enemies are going to be, like, absolutely weak. Then, in that case, she can just kill them all. And we're good. I'm going to go over, and I'm going to move her up a bit, and I'm going to move her up a bit, and leave Laurentia in the back and end the turn. Okay. Now, that was something I've never seen before, and that's me learning on the fly as I go in this game. But I was not sure that the enemies would be able to come out of the fog of war and move and attack on that turn. I thought maybe, like, you know, they wouldn't be able to attack if they were not visible, but they can. So I wouldn't have moved up quite that close if I had known that that was the case, but it's good to know. All right, so let's see what... She has these abilities right now. I guess it's part of the Axe kit. Intimidating Scream, which just reduces their damage, and she has, oh my goodness, look how fun this is, Axe Boomerang. So it's going to go out and presumably return, but look at this arc that you can get for Axe Boomerang. You can rotate it with F, if applicable, but This is hysterical. So I could throw my axe boomerang like this. Let's do it like this. Oh, yeah, look at that. That was awesome. Okay. And let's see what she's got with her gun. Alright, so this is a pistol shot. She's got grappling shot, which moves the target closer. Moves the hero to the tile. Oh, it moves her, actually. And then she's got grape shot. Oh, that's cool. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pistol shot here. Yeah, that'll do. Aw, don't miss. Okay. The pistol is not very accurate, apparently. Does this do damage? It does. Alright, but she can't hit anything with it. Unless I were to move, and then I could do this. Alright, we just annihilated that. I'm going to move back with her. And let's go ahead and go back to the axe. Now, with the axe boomerang, I could throw it here or here, but it's kind of disturbing. I don't hit as many targets as I'd like. So what I think I will do is take a step here. We can just swing the axe here, kill that target. And then we can throw the axe boomerang and hit 3 like this, which is fantastic. And I'm going to actually move back and just let the enemies come to me. So again, if you've never seen this game, it's super, super fun. What this game does so well is, first of all, it has like a banger visual style. It looks amazing. Got a hilariously metal soundtrack. But it's like an amalgam of many different game types. So you get like, you know, the turn-based tactical strategy game that you would see in Final Fantasy Tactics, Fire Emblem, you know, things like that. But then you also get tower defense, and there's just waves and waves of zombies coming at you. And you get roguelite, so you get permanent progress even if you die, to strengthen your overall ability and change your functionality, increase your options. It's fantastic. But anyway, there's night that's going to pass, and so I have to make it to a certain amount of time before the day comes, basically, and these zombies stop coming at me. So there's like, you could see there's just droves and droves of zombies, and we just kind of have to hold our ground. So I'm going to move back against these waves of zombies, right? And I'm going to, you can push Q and E to kind of like rotate between the different characters, WASD to move it around. Anyway, I'm going to use, another thing I want to just talk about is Magic Missile. So Magic Missile uses mana, and mana is a source that is limited, and you don't restore it completely per round. So, for example, I only get 4 mana per turn with her. So this Magic Missile's one casting of it takes 4 mana. So instead, I'm just going to kill things with Sword of Damocles, which takes action points but no mana. And just move her back. And we're good. Ending the turn. Here they come. Yeah, you see that zombie? They just like will attack detritus that's out there, your walls, your buildings. And it's not ideal at this point. But I'm going to let my axe person go first, because she's got the, you know, potentially the most devastating AoE with axe boomerang. So I kind of want to see, you know, if I move her here, I can get 3. which we'll take. And then I'm just going to hit, and I want to go over here, and I think I can, oh, Axe Boomerang takes 2. Alright, well then, that was unfortunate, but, oh, I didn't realize, her axe is a sweep, so it hits all 3 tiles. That's really cool. Alright, let's go ahead and, see what the gun lady can do. Now, Grape Shot is actually pretty good. If I go here, for example, and I Grape Shot, I can hit all 3 of these targets, and yeah, that was really good. But I don't want to do any more like that, because I want to save mana. So I'm going to shoot this, like that. And we can shoot. And shoot. And it's dead, and we'll just walk back. And then you're done. And so with you, I will, because I regenerate 4 mana, I can afford to spend some. And so let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4. You could kind of see how many hit points they have above their head to get a feel for it. Like where you should be targeting with multi-hit abilities, for example. I'm just trying to kill things, if possible. She's out of action points, so we're just going to go back. No problem. End the turn. There's 40 remaining enemies. Number of enemies remaining on the map. The night will end once they're all dead. Okay, so what I said before, I haven't played in a while. I thought that the time would just pass and they would the droves would stop coming. No. I need to kill this many enemies. So I need to kill 40. So we need to bring this number down. Okay, so you saw Chloe got hit right there, but it hit her armor. So remember, we equipped that boon that gave us the 40 armor, which is this gray hit point bar above her actual hit points. So it took damage out of that, but as I was explaining, that replenishes to full at the end of the turn. So she really took nothing. That's why the 40 armor is just so large. Especially now, like, we couldn't even build any walls or anything, so we don't get to use position tactically. We're just kind of, like, trying to use as much AoE that we can to take these enemies down. So I'm going to go ahead and get over to Axe Boomerang Lady and see, can I hit, how many targets can I hit here? I mean, not a ton, to be honest. This is fine. Alright, so that takes it down to 37, which is great. And honestly, I'm going to walk her over here. Her regular axe attack will just sweep 3, so I might as well just try to cleave through as many of these as I can, like that. Yep. And then, she's got no movement points left, but I can do Intimidating Scream, like right here, and just minimize their damage. So they lost 33% damage. So that should help her be able to tank that. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead and Magic Missiles. Okay, great. Now, even though I was talking a lot about trying to save my mana, I do want to save mana, but I also don't want to die. So I'm going to have to spend some mana right now, most likely. You can build, and this is the other really cool thing about the game. It's tower defense, but you can also build structures that, like, boost your abilities. A shop where you can buy items. Mana buildings that, like, give you, regenerate your mana and things like that. And you get to make choices on what you want to build, and it's just great. So, anyway, she's out on her own island, so let's see what Gun Lady can do first. Can I Grape Shot anything? Yeah, I can move here. This will take 7 of her movement points, but this will let me just Grape Shot, like, this whole group of enemies, which is insane. And then we'll just shoot this dude. and this one. And I need to move her back to try to avoid getting hit as much as possible. And I can also grape shot. Now, there's nothing I can hit. But even though I have one action point left, so you have these different like resources. There's action points, there's movement points, and there's mana. This ability, Evasion, I'm going to use it. It takes an action point. I can't hit anything, but it gives her a 20% dodge. So that means if any enemies come in and they want to try to hit her, she's a little bit slipperier. I just made that up. Hey, Jay, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. This game is great, Jay. I still am learning a lot in this game, but it's so much fun and so intuitive. I'm always a sucker for tactical RPGs. But then you mix in all these other cool elements, and it just takes it over the top. I'm really looking forward to see how the game progresses. I haven't played it very much. This is the third time I've streamed it, and now it's in full release, so I'm just checking out the balance changes, seeing what has been done to the game now that it's fully released. All right, let's go ahead and go back. So we're just left with our spellcaster. So I will move her up considerably so that we can magic missile 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want to make sure that we kill... Ah, darn, I missed. All right, I need to kill this guy. That guy can actually hurt us. Okay. So this guy will hurt us. These guys will hit, but they have been reduced, so they shouldn't hit us that badly. And that's all we can do. I'm going to end the turn. So she dodged. She dodged. Okay. Well, that worked out great. All right, so we need to kill 24 more enemies to get through this. We're on night 1. This is turn 5. Okay. So I am going to magic missile. Ah, darn. I keep underestimating how much damage that magic missile will do. Anyway, we killed a bunch of targets, so that's good. All right, let's go ahead and switch to the gun lady. She can grape shot and annihilate these. If I grape shot from here, I hit 5. This is also 5. This is fine. That's just so much destruction. Chill. Oh, come on, get it. Oh boy. Alright, well, we missed a lot, unfortunately, but that's okay. Move out of the way. They're wounded, which means they do less damage. So you could see the blood drops on them. I tell you what, when I play a lot of games and I see these blood drops on the enemy, I always think it's damage over time, but it's not. It's like once you take a certain amount of damage in this game, you get levels of wounding, which impact your abilities. So, for example, with 2 drops of wound, this winged enemy has 3 less movement points and 30% less damage. This guy has 2 less movement points, this kindled, and 50% less damage. So it's kind of like a way to passively, not passively, but partially crowd control. All right, anyway, I'm going to boomerang, and we can hit 4 targets by throwing the boomerang like that. I can hit just like this and almost kill a bunch. Let's boomerang these 2 targets. I'm using a ton of mana, by the way, but, you know, what can you do? And by the way, just like, I keep obsessing about mana, and even if we clear this, like, if we kill all 12 enemies, to the best of my ability remembering this, we aren't going to restore to full mana at the end of that. We will restore a little bit. So that's why I'm really trying to save my mana. Because it's only going to get harder, and I want mana for when the enemies are, you know, much more difficult. I'm going to move her up and just start firing. 1. She's got 1 more left. Honestly, I think if I killed this, they can't even reach us anymore. These 2 guys have been hampered, -2 movement points. I think I can see how far they can move, I think. And this is as far as they can move, if I'm interpreting that correctly. So I'm going to end the turn. Yeah. All right, just 10 enemies left. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 enemies on the screen. So if we can kill all the enemies that are on the screen here, we are actually through this first night, which is great. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my gun lady and grape shot from here. Insane. So now there's 4. She needs to move over 1 to be able to hit. Wow. That was 275 damage from her. We'll take it. Go ahead over here. Start smoking them if you can. That was pretty good. Alright. Why don't you take your axe up here and cleave? Bam. 1 left. Yes, we got it. Alright, so you could see we regenerated some mana, but not all. And this is when the game gets really fun. So we survived the night. We get experience. All of our people leveled up. We continue. We got an S ranking, I guess. And you get better rewards based on how well the city was defended. And so we got like max rewards. We got 100 gold, 100 building materials, and an item. And then we also got a bunch of tainted essence. So beautiful. We continue. Okay. And now we're done. But if you scroll out, you could see they're coming now from the southwest with 3 skull enemy density, which is quite prohibitive. But we're going to do our best. We got some tainted essence, so we can spend it. So let's roll in over here. Welcome to the Oraculum. Oraculum. I can't say that. Alright. Let's see. She's going to answer my question. She claimed to. Seriously, what is the Oraculum? This is a space as the other one created to reach you. Or did you create it? Anyhow, I'm just borrowing it. A place between dreams and truths. A convergence of our own echoes and yours into eternity. It's rather convenient seeing the situation you put yourself in. Wait a minute, what? Death has no meaning here. Will you sell your tainted essence to me, dear? Ooh, wow, look at this. I can build stone walls and weapon production buildings. Whoa. Stone wall actually is better for defense, obviously. I could only build wood before. Now you see how the rogue light element plays out. Like on that previous map, especially at the boss, the wood walls got shredded. But if I had stone walls and I went back and played it again, think about how much better my defenses could be, right? And so this will allow us to kind of like farm up by grinding some of the lower areas with better technology, it seems like. I want this because I want to be able to buy magic weapons, bows, or get them generated for us so we can outfit our characters more, but I don't have the tainted essence. So I'm going to buy a stone gate. Reinforced wall. Impossible to see through. No vision, but I wonder if they can see through the stone gate. Interesting. Let's see what else. Yeah, good idea, Mason. So we could also get the regeneration. So at the end of the night, in the day, we'd get +1 mana regen. The health regen is like not as consequential. I could boost our damage passively by 3%. But honestly, of these options, I think I'd like to have stone walls. Ooh, mounted ballista. Look at that. Next we can get that. And I definitely want these as well, so that we can get... Yeah, Mason, I agree. I want these mounted ballistas too for just some, like, extra damage. Okay. And we're going to go back. I don't think we unlocked anything over here. Oh, no, we did. Look at this. Receive my blessings. We got the Frost Mage set. So these items can now appear, which is a Frost Mage headpiece, armor, and pants. I just love the way that this game is built, where it's like, you know, you unlock even more items that could potentially come out from shops or as drops and things like that. So anyway, we did that, which is great. And we leave. And then we need to level up. So let's level up Chloe. Chloe is our axe enthusiast. Of these abilities here, critical is nice, but these are all common. I'm going to re-roll. Okay, great. Extra uncommon. Actually, no. I always take this. I always want as much mana as possible. The skills that you have that use mana are usually insane, or at least I like them a good bit. So anytime I see mana, even if it's only a common boost, I take it.